Hey, what's up, guys? It is Monday, July 20th, 2015. I'm going to do a review of this Stomp and Strike Tyrannosaurus Rex from Jurassic World, the Hasbro line. I picked this guy up on Saturday, the 18th. I picked him up. I was looking at a video on YouTube on Friday night, you know, just randomly, and I happened to come across a link where this guy actually picked up a Stomp and Strike Tyrannosaurus Rex, and it wasn't to my knowledge. Well, I thought this guy wasn't like due out until October or like in the fall. So I was like, how the hell did this guy get it? And in his link, it said like the DCPI number, which is the product number for it. And only at Target you could pick this guy up. Like, he's barely starting to hit stores right now. He's not even shelved yet. You're gonna have to ask for the DCPI number, and I'll put that in the. If that's actually gonna be in the description of the video, so you can check that out. Click that. And he's barely starting to get to stores in Target. And you know, if go for it like I did, I needed deodorant on Saturday after work. I got out and I was like, you know, I'm gonna go buy deodorant, you know. And while I was there, I was like, it hit me. I was like, oh, what the hell, you know, I should ask to see if they have it. It was a long shot, and I told the guy, hey, you have this T-Rex, you know, that I'm looking for, and he put the number in. I gave it to him, and what do you know? Boom, they had it. So I kind of came up on this guy. So I got home Saturday night. And my son, like I showed my son, he's about to be 2 years old, and he's excited. We love the movie. We're big Jurassic Park dorks. I've been a Jurassic Park dork since I was like 6 years old. So we've been buying all the toys and shit. So anyways, he wants to play with it, but I'm looking at this guy more, and I'm like, you know what, like, well, actually this girl, it's Rexy, and I was like, I don't want to take her out of the box. She looks so awesome in the box. I want to collect this. I want to save this for many years to come. So what I ended up doing is I went back yesterday, which was Sunday, July 19th, and I bought another one. Shit. I bought another one. Check it out. This is the one that I let my son play with, and this is when I'll be doing a review on, not this guy. You're saying in the box, you're confined in there forever, sorry. So I'm gonna kick this off right now and get this started. I mean, I usually don't, this is gonna be my first review, but since this is a brand spanking new, like, dinosaur, you know, a lot of people don't have it, and they probably want to hear honest opinions, and I'm honest, dude. I'm gonna give it to you straight out. So I'm gonna move this guy out of the way, and we're gonna get this started in a bit. And if I helped you, just let me know, and let's get it started. Well, let's get it started with the box, or the packaging. It's the same shit as always, the Jurassic World red and blue with you know, I think it looks awesome. And you get the T-Rex in the corner as always, and on the back you get the picture of the figure itself, and you get a description, all kinds of languages and shit. You know, I'm not gonna waste your time with the box, you already know how it looks. But one thing I wanted to point out was the figure on the back of the box is not the same as the, you know, the final product of the actual figure. As you can see right there, you know, it doesn't have that. And my guess is because, you know, Hasbro changed it last minute, and my best guess is because you already have the chomping T-Rex, which is that color. I mean, actually the Basher and Biter, I'm sorry. And the chomping T-Rex, they were the same color, you know, as this guy. And I guess they wanted to mix it up, and, you know, I mean, why are you gonna do 3 figures the same color? So I'm glad they went with a different color in the last one, and that's the final one, the color right there. So that's good, they did a good job there. I think so, it's my opinion, I like it. I'm glad they didn't go with this one. So that's it for the box. Let's actually start the figure. And I'll start off by saying, well, let's go over the paint on this guy first. So they went with you know, this like brownish color, you know, throughout the whole body, and you know, with some black stripings right there, you know, and around the face, you know, around the eyes, and then you got your standard Jurassic World logo right there. And one thing I wanted to point out, of like I noticed that all Hasbro toys, a lot of people don't like them, but they did a really good job with every single like every single toy, from the Bashers and Biters to the Growlers, with the detail of the skin. As you can see, like, there's a lot of little like scales and rivets, and like, you know, just real like detail in the skin. As you can see, look at these big old scales on the thighs. She's got thunder thighs. She's been eating too much goats, and yeah, kick back on the goats, Rexy, shit. Anyways, but yeah, I think they did a good job with this paint job. I really like it. It was different from the chomping T-Rex and the Basher and Biter T-Rex. And so I'll just continue going over all the paint. And they did a really good job in the mouth. I think so, in my opinion. With this, look at that mouth. You know, that everything looks really cool in there. They went over a little bit on the teeth with the gums, as you can see. But hey, that's nothing to really complain about. You know, unless you're looking at it like, unless you're gonna nitpick at every single little thing. You know, but look, that you can't even see. It's awesome. It's awesome. What else about the color? You know, I do wish that these little black lines in the back, that they would have extended all the way back up, you know, throughout the top of the body to the tail. You know, because it's a little weird. You know, it just stops right there. You know, but you know, it's nothing really to complain about. They did a good job right there. Nice big toe claws, and these big toe claws actually help her balance when she stands. We'll get to that in a minute. They didn't really, well, actually they didn't at all paint the, her claws at the end of her arms. They're just, but it's nothing a little nail polish can't fix. Black nail polish or a marker. Not a big deal at all. We already talked about the mouth, right? Yeah, again, but look at that. The mouth is awesome. They did a spot on job with it. I think so. Even on the roofing of the mouth, you can see the ridges up there. All painted in there. Very good job. So everything looks awesome on this side of the dinosaur. Notice I've only showed you this side yet. But guys, be prepared. You know, well, some of you may be disappointed. Before I turn her over, I'm just gonna get one thing straight, that screw holes for me, like, I don't mind them at all. Like, if there's gonna be screw holes to keep the figure from breaking and falling apart, you know, then so be it. I'd rather have a couple screw holes than have my figure just like fall apart and not be durable. So with that being said, I'll turn her over and you get a bunch of shitload of screw holes. You know, like I was saying, I'd rather have screw holes than just have her just be a wreck and a mess and fall apart. But I believe there's a fine line you shouldn't cross with the screw holes, and Hasbro totally crossed that line by putting them on her face. Look at that, on her face. They gave her a facial. Look at the disrespect, you know. There's 3 massive screw holes on her face, but still, like, you know, like, if you're a guy like me, screw holes aren't that big of a deal. But I mean, really, on the face, like, you know, I don't know. It's not a big deal though. It's not. I'm just being dramatic. But for some people, it will be a big deal, because I've seen reviews where people have just been pissed off that there's this screw holes on her head. And it's, in a way, I kind of get them. You know, like, this is an awesome figure. Like, the head sculpt is amazing on this, I think so. And you're gonna butcher it a little bit by putting screw holes on the other side of her face, you know? Well, at least we get one side of her that's, you know, that's no screw holes in the face. But, like, if you're like me, like I was saying, I'm not gonna complain about that too much. It doesn't ruin the figure to the point where I'm not gonna buy it just because there's screw holes on the side of her, on the other side of her face. But it's gonna bother some people. There's a lot of them. I'm not gonna count them. But there's a lot of them. But like I was saying, I'd rather have it be durable than falling apart. So be it. Add some screw holes. And I think that covers all for the paint job. So we're gonna go over action features now. So she has a number of awesome, cool electronics built inside. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is a Stomp. It's called the Stomp and Strike T-Rex for a reason, because she stomps. Check it out. When you press down, just ever so slightly, there's a spring action in her feet, and it lets those awesome stomps out. I noticed that it's only the left foot that triggers a stomp. The right one, not so much. Actually, not at all. But it doesn't matter, because, you know, when you stomp, you're stomping with both, so it really won't matter. Get some cool stomping action. That's pretty cool. And the second is her roar. And when you lift up all the way back with the tail, she lets out that classic Jurassic Park roar, you know. I do wish they would have put another roar, because that's the only one you really, that's the only one you get, you know, just that one roar. But still, hey, that's accurate Jurassic Park T-Rex roar, so I'm happy with it. The second, actually the third, the last one, is her strike mode, when you put her in this neutral state right here. She lets out that classic growl from Jurassic Park when she's stalking Tim and Lex in the Jeep and she's looking through the window. I love that sound. Like, I think that's my favorite. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I do. I give the sound and electronics on this, they're awesome. They're totally JP accurate, and that's a win right there, you know. One thing I've noticed about her is that she kind of, when you trigger all these, listen to that. She clicks a lot. Like, I guess the mechanisms inside are moving, and they just really don't sound like they're too durable in there. Kind of scary, like it might break. But I mean, hopefully, I mean, it's for the most part, it seems like it's a good, it's reliable, sturdy figure. But I guess that covers it for her actions. I don't know if you guys like these actions. I love them. She has these big ass feet for that stomping action. You know, that's only for the stomp. But I like them. I like the feet. I've noticed that you could get her in two poses, pretty much, and that's cool. You could get her in this pose right here, where she's like just like roaring, or you could just put her back to how we started the video, and she's like that in her stalking mode. I've noticed also that when you pull down to roar, her mouth will open slight like that, but if you notice, if you pull down a little bit more, you know, and she opens her mouth more, and I don't know why the jaw didn't drop that low when you trigger the action. You have to actually move that with your hand. But if you could leave her in that pose, you know, and she looks awesome like that, I think. And that pretty much covers all the electronic features on this gal. So yeah. Hi, Papa. Next, I'm gonna line up a couple of the other figures to show you a size comparison, just real quick, you know. This is the chomping T-Rex, and you know, she kind of like pretty much outscales the old T-Rex by a significant amount. Check it out, you know. So if kids are playing, you know, they could actually use this as the mama T-Rex, and that big one's the daddy T-Rex, and you can actually throw in the basher and biter in there, and he can be the baby T-Rex. I don't know where it went. I think my son grabbed it. So anyways, yeah, chomping T-Rex is out. And let me show you the size comparison to the Indominus Rex. So as you can see, that they're pretty much almost the same size. I think Indominus is still a little bit bigger, but at least this T-Rex is actually more easier to stand up than this freaking thing. I don't know if you guys remember the nightmare getting her to stand up. Damn, I still have trouble with this shit. That's the only way I could get her to stand up. I don't know if you guys found out any other way, let me know. But you could finally, you know, but basically you have the two figures pretty much the same size. And you could reenact that famous battle in the movie. Oh, spoiler alert, if you've seen Jurassic World, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, then I ruined the movie for you, and I'm sorry. And I'm you know, I'm a terrible person, whatever. But, so, yeah, you could reenact the battle, you know, the final battle. You get down crazy and shit. And, yeah, kids are gonna love that. Right, Liam? Right, Liam? See, Liam loves it. So I think that pretty much wraps it up. I think I talked about everything you'd want to know about this figure. If I didn't, just comment me, and I'll be glad to tell you anything that I may have missed. And like I said, if you want this guy, get your ass down to Target, give him that DCPI number, because that's the only way you're gonna get it. She's not in shelves yet. If they don't have it, don't get discouraged. She's barely starting to hit stores. I just happen to get lucky, and hopefully you will too. And as for the review goes, if you guys like the review, let me know. If you want me to keep doing more reviews, I could. I have a bunch of Jurassic World shit. We've been buying like the whole line, and I'll do more reviews if you want. If I suck beyond all reason at this review and I should just quit forever and just stick to my day job, let me know. I could take the constructive criticism. I could take it. I'm a big guy, you know, whatever. If you want to be mean, you want to kick me while I'm down, that's fine, you know. Just kidding. But if I did bad, let me know. But that's pretty much it. I hope you guys pick one up, and I hope this review helped you. And that's it, guys. Hope you find one. Good luck. Now, if you excuse me, though, I'm going to play some dinosaurs with my boy. Right, buddy? Right? Ooh.